Oh my gosh. What the heck? Cleanse everything. It's the middle one.
It's done, Penny.
There we go. I went through that time. Yeah, here's a post. The Grimace, McDonald's big purple mascot, has customers in the emerging Grimace shake trend. TikTok users are creating mini horror movies mocking the effects of drinking the new McDonald's milkshake. And while the trend likely isn't that McDonald's had in mind when they dropped the shake, the company is playing along. See, hello everybody, how are you? I think that'd be kind of cool to start my on live streams off with reading a topic like that. I discovered a channel today, Heavy D Sparks. He bought a little freight of a friend he knows. He had it in his trailer, tractor trailer truck. It's the only one he has. And I had it in there for 4 months, but our distribution center actually, what do you call it, went out of business and screwed a lot of people, by the way. But so he says, I'll buy it from you, $6,000, the whole thing. I'll be there tomorrow. And so far, it's a conveyor belt set, except for the computer part and games. So many games. What the $6,000 is a fraction of what everything is. What's everything is worth. I'm like, oh my gosh. All they have to do is sell it for what it's worth on Amazon. Sell everything, even that conveyor belt thing. Well, they have to get they got to get the computer for it, I think, and then they'll get the money for it. Hello there, Carol and Thomas. Dizzy Izzy. Mm. Izzy, stop booping everybody. I'm gonna goose you. No, I won't. You see this, Izzy? This is for whacking a dingleberry. Bat it, bat in both your dinglers. What did you have for breakfast, Carol? Breakfast already. I had this banana plantain with some sugar on top of it, and it's. Oh, I bet it was yummy. Hey, hey, hey. It was so hazy out yesterday, man. It was so thick, the air. If that wasn't the smoke from Canada, I would be surprised. Yeah. No, it's not called blueberries. They're called blue balls. Don't say that on here. Don't behave. We may get in trouble by. That's why. Oh, okay. Oh, really, Thomas? Yeah. The smoke from those fires in Canada got all the way down to Indiana. I'm like, wow. Yeah, you could, Avia. I mean, Izzy. Oh, that's nice, Izzy. You can go see the night owl. I don't know if she's from Vancouver. Every time I hear Vancouver, I think of Mexico for some strange reason. Sorry. She's going through some rough times, but she'll get through them. She's a tough woman. One, two. Yeah, I miss her too. She comes every now and then. Sometimes she just eavesdrops. You little fucknut. Sorry. I'm gonna get yelled at for my mouth this morning. So I bought a chicken to make sandwiches. So far, all it's done is crap all over the floor. Oh boy, you have to buy cooked sliced chicken to make sandwiches with it. I think I'm gonna go back to bed. I see you guys in Okie dokie. That was a quick one, Thomas. Oh, 10 exactly. Wait, what? I have to cook the chicken before I can make it? Well, first you have to kill it. You gotta gut it. You gotta pluck all the feathers off, cut the feet off, cut the head off. The feet and the heads, I don't know if you still have your doggies, but they would love to have those. Um, and then you have to cook it after you do all that stuff. Then when it's all done and cooked, you let it cool. Then you debone it all, and then you can make sandwiches. I miscounted. Unless I didn't pick up. I got a American Great Dane. Now I had a pit bull for a bit, and the Labrador. They were both. Oh, you're a foster person for dogs. That's awesome. A Great Dane. Wow. Be careful, when you feed them. Don't let them run around too much because they can get their belly can flop over. They twist up and everything, and they can die from that. Your best yet to do, if you haven't done that yet, is to have their stomachs tacked so it can't flip. Okay, Carol. You're not gonna see him in the grave. You're gonna go to his grave. Just to let you know. Into my yard at your own risk. My dog gets hold of you. Well, that's not my problem. You were warned with the sign on the fence prior to entering my yard. Exactly. Now, this is one guy. He had a dog. Yes, the dog was not allowed out of the yard unless he had a muzzle. Okay, with the muzzle on, he was quite friendly and stuff. The people out there says, "I bet you $10. I bet you he won't bite me because he's not feeling threatened at this moment." He says, probably not, but in order for me to keep him, I have to keep him like this. In his backyard, he growls and attacks anybody that'll break in. That's why I have to do this. So he eventually had to prove that his dog's not vicious. He's protective. And then he had to wear a vest outside to warn everybody. So now this guy had to muzzle him for a little bit on the walks until the authorities actually watched him on wagging his tail with wanted to lick everybody on the face, and he says, okay, so let's do a test. Hopefully. They said no kids on the roof, so the kids went inside, and he got walked around, and even when the dog went past, he licked the dog. So the authorities said, I don't think he's a vicious dog. He's just protective. And then he says, how about this? He'll wear a vest saying he's a very protective dog, so beware. But he's a friendly dog. No, Izzy, he had to. Because when he's in his backyard and you enter, he will jump on you. He's a very protective dog. So eventually, that dog did never had to be muzzled unless there's someone in the house he doesn't know, and the owner puts it on there for safety reasons. Oh, it's only those two. Yep, that's what someone else did to save their dog. Their dog was a pit bull, was emotionally supported dog, and they couldn't say nothing about it. They tried. No, it's an emotional support dog. And the guy says, don't you need to go through training? Nope. And looked at the dog. Good boy. And he was wagging his tail. Oh yeah, vicious dog. Looked at those people that was suing that poor woman with her dog, a pit bull with no teeth. A pit bull with no teeth. Exactly. I know someone, instead of getting rid of her animals, which she didn't believe in, she had them for, like, all their lives. They get a new owners, they're gonna like go through depression and die. It happened before. My friend's dog was close to death only because it was only 2 weeks they were on vacation. They came home to it in the hospital at the vets getting an IV fluids and everything. And they cut their month long stay to like a week and a couple days, and they went home. I think that dog thought he was rehomed. There's these people that didn't want this neighbor to have a dog, so they took it into their own hands. I'm not going to say what they did, but it was not it was not good. They end up getting arrested, and they're in jail for a long time for what they did. All the other neighbors says we don't care about the barking. That dog barks. I look around, I see a prowler. That dog probably scared away every single prowler. It's probably the prowlers who did this. Ever since those guys got arrested, you know what? For what they did to the dog. Of course, there's no barking. Sorry. Sad. Those prowlers was never around again. Their neighbor's dog never really barked. He became a watchdog after that. And because he says you have to take over for your buddy there. You gotta warn us. He did, but they kept him in like a runner that he can get from the runner to the house. So the nobody, every single person had a dog had that installed. It's just a fenced in yard with the fence and with um a a runner that with a fenced in path on all four sides. Well, not the ground, of course. On all the sides, you can get inside quick. Well, hey, Izzy, my sister has two Great Danes. My dog don't like those dogs. They're too big for her. She don't like big dogs. Yes, and guess what? They're also good for apartments too. People that lives in apartments can easily have a Great Dane. They're like a big Chihuahua. I even told Ron, I says, actually, I heard that in the stupid social worker woman was there. She goes, well, you're not getting one. And he says, well, it's up to me, not you. Can I get one? He goes, no. I'm like, oh. And she went on to, oh, I gotta go visit this family. I'm like, oh boy. As soon as she left, I went, oh, please let me have one. They'll chase her away. He goes, well, maybe. No, I can't. Sorry. Oh, poo. Says you have no room for the crate. I'll make room. I'll get rid of my bed. But you gotta film that next time. That's funny. That'll be a funny ass video. There's this Great Dane once. There was a burglar in the yard, and he was all black. The Great Dane. He bit the out of playfulness. The owner was laughing their butt off because the guy was trying to break this lock. The guy made himself, so he could not. No, not a. He just had something secured for a while with someone, so he bent something around it and welded it shut and everything. This guy was just trying to get through it. It was so funny. This Great Dane went right behind him and bit his butt and jumped on him. It would not let him up. The guy was so scared, thought he was going to get mauled. And the owner came out, get him off the man. He's he's trying to steal my stuff. Until the guy, or the cops are on the way. Said, see those steps? Yeah, go sit on them. He mentioned about the situation, and then he put it up. I says, I'm not leaving it up to you. Once it's up, you better go watch it. I said, oh, I will. I'll comment on it so then you can take it down. So I watched it. No, I did not save it. I wish I did. Oh my gosh. Alright, Izzy, you gotta film this kind of stuff. That will make a lot of views. I'm telling you, that couch alone thing. Oh my god. What's your dog's name? Got some shells coming Friday for my all my media stuff. I asked my brother, says, is this good for my media, my pencils and stuff? And he goes, it'll be here Friday. I'm like, wait, what? He says, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I didn't expect him to get it. I was going to get it. My next deposit. It would be just enough to get it. But I think I might just be banking my deposit and just leaving it in there this week. Unless I need something. Max. That's a nice name. He hit the glass door to the point he shattered the. Is he okay? He's okay. He fell down, got up, looked at the door, off shaking head. Did you yell at him? Hopefully not, because I don't think he knew that. I mean, I don't think he meant that. Oh, dear gosh. Dear gosh. Oh, dear God. The poor thing. Some people yell at the dog. I'm actually worried about his pads too on his feet. Just like the search dogs, they put boots on them. That's where the boots for dogs came, started and everything. They had to make boots for the dogs because their pads was getting tore up so bad. They couldn't work no more after that. So they'll put these thick boots on them and teach them how to walk with them, and then they'll go searching through everything. Nope, I didn't yell at him, but he's stoned. I mean, he's done it a few times. He goes right down the yard, goes toilet, comes full pelt up the yard and bang into the door. Oh, you think he learned his lesson? Oh my gosh! But can you please film it next time? And then put it on your channel. It happened to this one dog, and he did not feel good after that. He went to the vet after. But the owner says, it's okay, buddy, stay. And then he cleaned up the glass. And, you're not in trouble. And then the little girl, like 5 years old, got the vacuum and, like, started vacuuming. The mother went, what are you doing? I'm helping you. You're barefoot. I have my shoes on. I got it. I'm like, wow, the 5-year-old helped. No, at the window. And you're inside when you close the door, right? I forgot it's winter over there. This little kid up was babysitting. It feels like there's something in my pants. Because he just went to the toilet. And he was just getting used to doing it by himself. When you wipe your bum, do you throw the toilet paper away? I went, no, I left it there because there's still some there. I'm like, oh my god. You gotta go get all of that off. Oh. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that happened to my friend too many times. He got rid of the latch. Yep. He, he says, I'm not going to spend that much money to get in again. And one company wouldn't do it because they wanted the money up front. I said, well, I can get you the money. My wallet is right there. I don't know. We need it right up front. Let's just forget it. He goes, oh, that's open. I'll just get in this way. Bye bye. Then he says, well, you got to pay for us. We came out. You didn't do nothing. You refused to help us. So you don't, but now I'm refusing to pay. The other night, my dog wanted toilet about midnight. So I put the dog out, closed the glass sliding door, and then was stuck outside till it was 3 a.m. Oh, dear gosh. She had my door open. I have it sliding, a storm door, which is like a second door. I don't know if you have one of those over there. Hi, James. Hi. So, Izzy, when you bring them out, leave the sliding glass door open that much so the latch can't take a hold of it. Just one, just a little bit. It's not too long. See, when I take her out, I do not close the main door. One time, me and my mom was eating her fried chicken. Say, no. Well, it was hers. She bought it, but she went to Kentucky Fried Chicken, got the extra crispy, two big things of it, because no, we did not eat it all. That did no. But if we were hungry, we got a piece of chicken because it was too many. So we were just sitting there eating, and someone was opening the door and says, "Oh, Sandra, here's your keys." There they are. I went, "Thank you." We couldn't find them, and this door was unlocked, and it was out there. I mean, oh my gosh. One time when the mailbox was on the building, each building, she left them in there. Oh, my keys, how am I going to get in? And as a kid, I looked at the keys and went, do you want to use your keys? Yeah. Have a good day. The other name, oh. There was this one woman in Riverbend. I called DCF on her. Every night, her kid was on the patio while her and her boyfriend was in the room getting it on, and you can hear them yelling. The kid says, "Well, I got food up here. I got a bucket to pee. I'm good." She does this every night. Got my sleeping bag, and I end up sleeping here most nights. I mean, well, that's not right. I called, and they were still getting on when he was on there. Just can you get in? I don't know if she locked it today. We'll see. And no, it's unlocked. They went right in, and they came in, and the cops and DCF was there and banged on the door and stuff. You get out here now, and told them who they were. They were fear of the safety of the child. That's why they walked in. Though, well, of course, the kid let him in. He says, okay, now go let us in. It's an emergency. And, she got arrested for endangering a child. The guy says, you mean you put your child on the patio? And good Lord, what if he was a climber? The guy says, if you need me to go to the police station for questioning, I will cooperate. But I had nothing to do with this. She vouched for him and says he had nothing to do with it. Says you could have put him in the room. Yeah, and she got kicked out. The kid, she never claimed her kid back. I mean, you know, well, she didn't get kicked out, but she just got scolded by Ron. Every night. What's weird that the kid didn't mind it one bit, but and the DCF says, yeah, but that's not safe. You could easily crawl up there, sit up there. Oh yeah, I sit, I walk. What if you fell? Who's to blame? And he said, my mom. I'm like, yes. You don't put, how old are you? 6? 6? 6-year-old on a patio by themselves. Get a babysitter, go to his place and do it. That's all they were doing. They were like jackrabbits. Yeah, they only lived downstairs a couple months. No, up third floor for a couple months, and then they moved out. Well, she moved out. Yeah, 'cause she had another kid that was coming into her custody, and she lost that one, so she just moved out. She was getting a 3-bedroom, but she needed to get her child back first, because they were talking to Ron about it, and unfortunately we need the child first. Well, okay, we'll do that. The mother says, I'll just move into the living room for a while, and she can have the main room. That's what she was doing. She had the bed set up and everything. The DCF says, no, you can actually share a room with your daughter, but make sure you don't have no boys over in that room. She goes, ew, boys. Who knew that she had a boyfriend all along? She was just gonna place her with her brother. I mean, that was frowned upon with DCF. They have to have their own room. But if they're taken away and get brought to a center with lots and lots of beds in the room, one woman says, they decided not to take the kids away from my friends. Well, she can't afford a 3-bedroom. That's why she has a 2-bedroom, and they're sharing a room. Yeah, so if you take them away, are they going to have their very own room where they're going? No. Well, then what? That's damn blink, 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 blink. Are you taking them away just because they share a room? And hey, let's go. My kids, go upstairs. Go clean your room. Looked at the mother. get a curtain rods and curtains and make shift a divider of the room, of the beds. Okay, she says okay. And I went upstairs and looked. Like a couple days later, she had it done. Went good. Now, kids, these are not to play with. She did have it's like she told me that she didn't divide the room, but she did a change in area for each kid. So it came out. So here's the bunk beds because it was just easy so they can play. They'll have room along the ceiling. She put it's in the corner, so she put it here and here. So they stand there where the dressers are. Um, and they close the drapes as best as they can. If they need help, the other one helps. They close it, and each one gets dressed, and then puts whatever in, puts everything back to where it's supposed to be, and there you go. I went, yeah, that's pretty good. If I want to be by myself, I get this chair, put it there, and close it. I went, that's a good idea too. Are you sure it's okay, Carol? There was this one kid supposed to be sleeping. His uncle was in the bed next to him. And he types in, "Don't be too loud." Because if my uncle gets woken up, I'm in trouble. I yell, "Put that iPad down and go to sleep." Or, no, no, no. I went, "Uncle, he has his iPad." Michelle, thanks a lot. He got it. He's taken it away now. Well, he's supposed to be sleeping anyway. I have to do a lot of dishes. So what I do is I bring my iPad with me. I'll take my chair out. It's a lot. I'll sit down right there and rest my back and my legs and my knees. My dad says, "You know what, Michelle? Get a chair, sit down, and do dishes." Why not? As long as you do dishes, you're good to go. Just like if you don't like to get in the shower, you got a sink. You can get clean that way too. I'm like, I know. Some days I do the sink. Some days I do the shower. You don't need to wash your hair every day either. So when you have to wash your shower, then you do the shower then. When your hair needs washing, you can do the shower then. Guys, don't judge me on that because I don't go nowhere, so I'm not going to spend an hour getting all nice and clean and fragrant, pretty, and when I'm just going to sit here and sweat through it. only wear my sweats around the house. I do not wear the jeans. I'll wear those if when I go to my sister's or something like that. Yeah, I was supposed to do the dishes yesterday. I forgot. And you heard him. He says he's gonna do dishes today. But yes, definitely. I just forgot. Now, when I make the cardboard for my table, I want to make it in a way where it can just go on. It won't move, right? So once I get the width right and stuff, um, it's my puzzle is 2 inches. Yes, exactly 2 inches too wide for this table. I'm like, seriously, I can do a couple things. I could just get some poster board or whatever and just tape it on the sides. I could do that. That might be easier. But I was thinking with the cardboard to do that and just make a. So I got the measurements right. Go like a few inches bigger on all sides because let's say this is a piece of cardboard. Then I make it go like this so it can have that. So it's almost like a box. But it's going to go over the table like this. One side is going to be longer than the table still, even with this on it. But this is going to be other cardboard to fill in that gap underneath as well. Too bad my brother can't make me a new one. For some reason, that macaroni and cheese was tasteless. It didn't taste like a lot. And I used milk and butter. Well, there's rice left over and a pork chop. So, after I do dishes and everything, I'll take her outside. Then I'll get that pork chop and chop it all nice and small and everything. Puts that with the rice. Give her some too. I remember one time when Ivy was still little, and I had to do dishes because I neglected them. She was sleeping, so I guess she looked around and didn't see me. So I guess she laid back down. No, I got up. I heard her. I'm gonna go lay down. I gotta do dishes. She went right. I think she was going to go and find a place to pee. So I finished dishes and cleaned up the counters and everything. But set the because I was gonna put the dishes away that day. I actually did. I took her out. As soon as I put it down to pee, she squatted and peed. That's how close I was. I'm like, good girl for waiting. That's the only day she waited. No, no, that's not true. Every single morning she waits for me. I was about to tell you about a certain family that's going bankrupt. I'm not gonna say nothing about it. All I'm gonna say is I know why. Because nobody wants to associate with them. I was watching the videos about the Karens. I'm like, oh my god. This one Karen was screaming at the guy that delivered, screaming, "You took my jewelry out of here!" and screaming on top of her lungs. And this one guy yanked her back and said, "You're getting reported." Grabbed her. But I think that was probably her husband trying to get her back to the apartment, saying to the guy that the guy was getting reported. All he was delivering the package. That's all his job was. And it was closed when he handed it to her. It was zipped closed. It was closed. It's an Amazon package. So all she has to do is contact wherever it was coming from and say what happened. But she was screaming so loud, this other woman got out of, "Bam, you don't have to yell like that. If you have a problem, just go file a report." And she walked away. I'm like, that's so easy. Where were you earlier? I'm probably going to eat lunch first. Because every time I do dishes, I eat lunch, then there's more dishes to wash. So I'm just going to do them all at once, probably before supper. Heck with it. Because if I do that now, we're not going to be doing, you know. Most likely can ask that rice. I don't know if I'm going to have the pork chop now or later. I know a lot of people, they don't go to bed until All the dishes are done, no matter how late and how tired they are. One woman said that in Riverbend because they had everybody talking about it and stuff, and everybody was laughing underneath their breath. That woman is such a slum. Her house looks. When she moved out, she even insisted when she came to visit, says, I kept that place sparkling clean. I went, every time I babysat, I could not sit because it was that gross. And she got mad and got in the car and left. It was gross. And I'm like, how do you still have custody of your kids? Oh, my other kids I don't have, but these are my new ones. Your new ones? Just like my other friend. When her baby turned out to be a boy instead of a girl. No, a girl instead of a boy. It's almost like she didn't care anymore. And I guess, don't have connection with it. I understand. Then give it up. I know people do that with the kids. Just because of that, there's no connection. And there's a woman on TV, on a talk show, and says she doesn't know why, but every time her skin crawl. And I can't remember which one it is then give her up. She was sitting there, she says, okay, that we talk about this little girl, yeah. She says it exactly like that, yeah. And she's like, she was not happy, she's not happy. Your best off is giving her up because you have a condition. And they did an update on that same one because they weren't going to show the video unless she did something. She was put into foster care, which the foster mother reached out to him because she got a call. Said, we're not asking you to go on, seeing your name or nothing. We just want to know if she's going to be put up for adoption. Are you adopting her? She goes, and as soon as she sets give all rights or her rights are revoked or whatever, definitely she's mine. She goes, it's like I gave birth to her. She's mine. I finally got a daughter. And if she don't give up her rights, but leaves her in foster care, then she'll live with me for the rest of her life. She told the agency. She goes, the first day, she's, hi, Mom. All right. Her social worker says, wow, you connected. How, that doesn't happen. You walk in there and say, hi, Mom, I'm home. I'm like, why did you do it? Just, I felt it. And her brothers hugged her. Her new brothers hugged her, foster brothers. So obviously that woman did talk to talked a while to him. I can't remember who it is. Unfortunately, the woman that it was about, it was shown, and it had to take it out of circulation. In other words, you'll never see it again. Because he took it to court. They don't want that on there. She should have never went on there because she had to give up her daughter. Because I found out DC have made her give her up. And he says, well, You want her to stay with you when you even said national TV that you don't even love her. You don't. It makes your skin crawl. This other woman, she didn't have connections with her baby boy, but it took. She was getting There was a burglar trying to get in, and she grabbed that baby, ran in the closet, and called 911. It's like she goes. It's like the mother instinct. Poof, we had connection, and that's why she hasn't put him down since. So So everybody else in that one episode couldn't be seen either. So, but I think what's he one I think what the person did was took her out, so she of it took a child out of that episode. And put it piece it together just to show updates on the other people. I remember one time Riverbend, they did they used to do a block party, which it was awesome. My mother always participated. Money was tight, and we always saved when it got close to there, and we had enough money to eat breakfast, lunch, and supper over there. And we were gonna do it and other stuff, and it was that year. It was so small. It was just a contest in music. That's it. One year it was like Fear Factor. I'm like, that was so cool. They did a Fear Factor thing. Well, I'm gonna go because obviously it's like talking. Shut up, Michelle. I'm gonna go early to get my stuff done early. Well, gonna go and have. I'm just gonna go. So remember, be kind to one another. Peace out.